Namo and Phat. Thanks so much for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This wonderful sound calls us back to our true home. The second mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, social injustice, stealing, and oppression, I vow to cultivate loving kindness and learn ways to work for the well-being of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I will practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. I'm determined not to steal and not to possess anything that should belong to others. I will respect the property of others, but I will prevent others from profiting from human suffering or the suffering of other species on earth. For our Dharma lessons, we've been reading Abundant, Exalted, Immeasurable by Ajahn Pasanno. We're continuing in Chapter 3, Mindfulness Immersed in the Body. Even if you're doing metta as a meditation, you still need to have an anchor. You still need to be grounded in something and have some place to keep returning to, which is mindfulness of the body. Become very familiar with returning to the body. There are many ways of using mindfulness of the body, but in terms of the formal practice of meditation, become familiar with mindfulness of breathing and bring attention to the breathing process. Sit and pay attention to the breath coming into the body, the sensation of the breath as it touches the tip of the nose, as it passes through the nasal passages, the back of the throat, down into the chest, the abdomen rising. Pay attention to breathing out, the abdomen falling, the sensation in the body, the chest area, throat, tip of the nose, the breath going out. Tune in to that rhythm of the breath, not forcing the breath, not trying to regulate the breath. Just attend to the breath as you are experiencing it. There is a tendency for us to try to regulate, oversee, or maintain the breath in some way, but that's adding an extra layer of complication. Unless you're dead, you're going to be breathing, so it happens anyway. Just tune in to the breath. Allow the sense of relaxing into the breathing. Also, recognize that the breathing takes place within the whole sphere of the body. You are sitting here and breathing, but it isn't as if there's just a nose suspended in space somewhere. You have the rest of your body sitting here. How are you holding it? What does it feel like? Is it comfortable? Is it uncomfortable? Does it feel spacious? Does it feel contracted? What does the body feel like? Is there some tension in the face and the shoulders? Is it relaxed? Can you soften that? What does it feel like in the abdomen? Relax the abdomen. It's quite interesting. The more comfortable we are with breathing, relaxing, and settling, our posture gets better over time. It feels natural and balanced. You don't need to strain to hold the posture upright and make yourself sit up straight. It's obviously necessary to some degree to try to keep an upright posture. But if there is too much force or straining, it gets uncomfortable to sit straight. But as you keep relaxing, softening, and releasing tension, you find that the body naturally lines up quite nicely, because that's the most comfortable way to sit for 3/4 of an hour, or however long one sits in meditation. That's the most natural way for the body to sit. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be at peace. Namo Adida Phat. Thanks so much for joining me today.